Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're breaking into this beautiful 2020 dated passion planner, and I thought I would just take you through the whole journey of me really like breaking this in. If you watched my last video, how to set up your new passion planner, you saw me put the tabs on as well as the back page stickers, and then I kind of took you through the basics of what I do to set up my planner. So one thing that I did do off camera, just because sometimes, sometimes you need a break from the camera life to just sit down and plan out your goals. It's just something that I'm like, I'm not ready to do this on camera. I just need to sit down and do it myself. So that's what I did. So I'm sorry I didn't take you guys along, but sometimes you gotta do what's right for you. So I went ahead and filled this out and put my word of the year, and my word for 2020 is evolve. And the reason I picked this is I'm coming up on 4 years with Chelsea Brown Designs, which is just mind-blowing. And I feel like I'm kind of getting the hang of this, like knock on wood, like it's still a crazy business and it still keeps me on my toes, and it's not, any different than really any any other year. But I feel like I do just have a little bit more of a handle, and I feel like Chelsea Brown Designs is running smoothly, and I have my team helping me out, and it's like everything's doing good, We're not on fire anymore. We're doing awesome. And so it's kind of just time to continue its growth and figure out what that growth is. If it's obviously this YouTube channel, or continuing to like release stickers, which is gonna be a thing, don't worry, that's not going anywhere. But what else can we do to grow Chelsea Brown Designs as a brand? So that's really why this word stuck with me. Also, I'm turning 30 this year, woo, and so just being a 30-year-old, like that's an adult, like a really adulty adult, you guys. So evolving to be that, what are the steps that I can do, for the future now that I'm not, gonna be in my 20s anymore. So I think that's just a really good word for 2020 for me. And so I just put that right on the front, because that way when I flip to open my planner, boom, it's right there. And then I did go through and I filled out my passion roadmap. And so I actually found these happy planner stickers. It's the journaling pack, and it's just a bunch of like blank black and white, I guess there's some foiled in there, stickers, and I think it's more for like the bullet journal crowd. But I picked this up and I was like, I really like these. And so when I went to do my passion roadmap, I hate writing in a straight line is a challenge for me, and if it's not in a straight line, it's gonna bug me. So I just wrote down all my goals on those stickers and then just stuck them down. Boom. And then I can go through and like highlight them as I complete them. And I was like, this is genius. And then I did the same thing with breaking this down. And then I just went ahead and color coded it. One planner that I am using, and I do plan on doing a 2020 planners that I'm using video, but there's only so many hours in the day. I can only record so many videos. But one of the planners that I am using is this Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets planner. It's just a goal setting planner. That's all it is. Like goals, 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 goals. And if you don't like goals, then you won't like this planner. But that's all it's about, and it's really intense, but it's awesome. And so it really helps break down your goals for the year and what areas you want to focus on. So I just kind of copied what was in that and put that in here, just so I have it in multiple places, because I do find myself carrying this thing around everywhere, which is awesome, and that's what you're supposed to do. But she's a chunky girl. She's hefty. So if I don't have to carry her everywhere, but I still have the same information written down, then that's a good day for me. So enough talking. I feel like I've been talking for forever. I thought that this video, I would take you through how I do my monthly layouts, because that's not something I normally share on videos. I don't think I've ever done a monthly layout video. I don't know why, but here we are, 2020, we're evolving. We're making new videos. So let's go ahead and dive in. Again, if you're new to my channel, I make passion planner stickers. So of course I'm going to use my January monthly kit. You don't have to. You can leave it just like this. But I will say, if you are new to planning, you're either all about the monthly layout or you're not about it at all. There's no in between. And so I do have people that are like, you know, I don't really use my monthly layout, but having themed stickers, as silly as it might sound, helps me use my monthly layout. And I'm like, hey, as long as I'm helping, that's all I care about. I'm here to help you guys. I use my monthly layout mainly for social media planning. That's my go-to. I do all my social media planning and then some bills and stuff like that, which one of my goals is financial awareness. So we're gonna put that all in here, and I'm gonna try to incorporate this stuff into here. So I'm actually gonna flip open my power sheets really quick to my goal page so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth to my passion roadmap, because that's gonna get really annoying. So I'm just gonna set that off to the side and let's go ahead and get started. So I have a medium size Monday Start planner. So we have our medium size Monday Start kit. So first things first, I'm going to grab my handy silhouette spatula. This is the thing that helps me place my stickers. And what I like to do first with the kits is these top little days of the week headers. You wanna know what the hardest part is about having a sticker shop? Knowing what to name all of these things. Like, what are you? You are a days of the week header. So this just lines up. It's also gonna cover this week's focus bar. So it's gonna cover both of those and then just line up right along there. So there's the first half of the week, just like that. And then I like to place the stickers that cover these gray boxes. Just like that, and then I kind of work around. So I'm going to grab sheet 2, and I'm gonna get this little sidebar guy. And then we have so the stickers that are left for like right here, they can be used on either side. I find that in the first month, I tend to use my dot grid side a little bit more. So I put it right here because it's easier to write because it's still like thick instead of like over here where it's like smushy. That's just my personal preference. So I'm actually gonna grab this sticker, and like with my back pages, if you watched my setting up video, it takes some finesse. So kind of, if you're gentle, you can kind of peel it up a little bit, but you know, hold your breath, be patient. And I try to line it up along the black bar where that is, because then I know at least it's gonna be somewhat straight. Okay. The hard part is if you have the large size, laying down those large size stickers, nope, I'm not gonna do it. That's why I have the medium size. And then I'm gonna take that dot grid one and cover this up. I just find having the dot grid just makes it a little easier. You can draw your charts or whatever, or if you wanna like journal or hand letter, just having the lines, again, writing in a straight line. I'm all about that. Just makes things a little bit easier. Boom, so we have the basics, really. Oop, I just punched the desk. So what's left? We have these boxes that you can use for like paydays or whatnot. We have the numbers, which if you have an undated planner, you'll use the numbers. If you have a dated planner, you can use the numbers if you want. That's up to you. I just don't want to. The effort to lay out the numbers, I have to do it to take the pictures for the listing photos, and I hate it, so I'm not going to use it. We also have these holidays, which I'm hit or miss on using them. Sometimes I just don't know, they get in my way. So what I'm going to do, because I'll show you how I lay out my planner for social media stuff, is I like the holidays, but I don't know. They're in the weeks, so I don't need them in my months, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Tombow Mono correction tape, and I'm just going to correction tape over them. Okay. And I know you can still kind of see them, but once I'm done, you won't really be able to notice them. So yeah, we have the holiday covers, and then we have our little page flags. We have some washi strips for if, like, I like to use these for if Ian goes out of town or if I go out of town, or they're just fun little decorative elements. I kind of have a cute idea for them. And then we have some 3-tier boxes, but you can always trim them down if you need to. I've done that before as well. And then these circles, I love these little circle dudes. So with that being said, I'm just gonna set this aside and then I'm gonna show you what else I do. I'm trying to get everything situated to create my layout. So what I need is a ruler, okay, and a pen. Right now I'm gonna use this, I don't know why I've been drawn to this pen. I've been using this pen in my Passion Planner dailies for journaling lately. And it's the Pilot Precise V5 pen. And it just draws a really nice black line. So that's what we're gonna use. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna draw 2 lines, and that's gonna be the space where I write my social media. So I will show you what that looks like here in a moment. Okay, so that is what I'm talking about with the 2 line spaces. This is where I'm gonna write in all of my social media content. And I also, since it's January and it's the first of the month, I put just 2 stacks of the Happy Planner sticker books underneath the cover, so it's like nice and flat and level, because I don't know, it drives me nuts. So that's my little tip. If that drives you nuts too, that's what I do. And then I can kind of move them where I'm writing. So next what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna switch pens, and I'm going to use this Friction erasable pen. I've recently fallen in love with these pens. I didn't really like them before because the ink isn't the most vibrant, especially with the black. The black's definitely more of like a really dark gray and not really like a true bold black. But I got over it somehow, and now I really like them, and I'm really gonna like them with social media planning because I do find myself moving things around a lot. I do like to take like a separate piece of paper and kind of jot down my thoughts first, especially if there's big events or big things that I do want to post about. Otherwise, social media is just, it's a habit formed over time. I feel like, how do I social media? It's hard and it takes up a lot of my time, and it's just posting content every day. That's my best advice. If you want to grow your social media, post content every day. Once you can do that, post it twice a day. You're good. So I do have just over time developed a habit of what I'm posting every day and kind of have a weird schedule. Sometimes I'm really good about it. Sometimes I'm really not. It's 2020. We're going to be really good about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill out my social media schedule, and then I will see you after that. Okay, so that's my social media. You know, fill that all in and hope for the best and try to get them all posted in time, and you know, I stick to a schedule. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen, but that's at least what I do. I used to have a content planner, and if you're new to social media planning in general, I highly recommend looking into that. It just, in the end, ended up being another planner that I had to keep track of, when all I really utilized was the monthly section part where you planned out your social media content, and I was like, I can do that in this planner, I just have to draw the lines. So like it, I think it's a good planner for, yeah, again, if you're trying to get into that, but I feel like once you kind of know what you're doing, I don't know. I don't want to carry on multiple planners. I have enough planners as it is. I'm just going to write it down. So that's what I did. That's my rant about that. Okay, so now that that part's done, I mean, it's a free-for-all. So I am trying to kind of adapt my Passion Planner based on what my goals are. I am going to flip to it anyways. on what my goals are from my game changer. So with that being said, I think we're gonna start with the financial awareness section, and I think that's definitely gonna start with putting down my paydays. Now, with Etsy, since that's what pays me because stickers, I get paid every week, where most people get paid bi-weekly or once a month, and there's only 2 little payday flags, and obviously that's not gonna work for me because I get paid every week. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is use these little strips, and I think this might turn out really cute, and just put them like right here to just acknowledge that that means it's a payday. So I'm gonna take that, and then I'm going to take my little slice tool. This is the slice. It has a tiny little ceramic blade at the top. And I've had this thing for like a million years. I've had it since I was in college, and the blade still works perfectly fine for me. And it's one of those things that like, I mean, if you press down really hard, you're gonna cut through the pages of your planner, but it's like gentle. It's not like an X-Acto blade where you're like, I'm gonna murder my planner today. So that's kind of why I like it. I've used it for cutting washi tape because it does just take a gentle little touch to just cut right through things. So you can use an X-Acto blade, you can use scissors, you can use a credit card, maybe not for these stickers, but for washi tape, definitely. And this is like almost perfect. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's just like a teeny bit over. Now I am using a budget planner as well. I'm using the Budget Mom. If you don't follow her on Instagram or on YouTube as well, check her out. She does not mean business, and she has some really helpful advice, and she knows what's up. So if you're trying to become more financially aware like I am, or stick to a budget or any sort of thing that has to do with money, look up her stuff. So I ran out of the like rose goldy gold glitter, so I think I'm just gonna use this purple glitter to mark the last payday. And then it's kind of nice because it literally falls on January 31st, which is the last day of the month. So I'll be like, that's my last payday, and this paycheck is what's going to budget for February. You feel me? So that's what that's gonna look like. And I am thinking that maybe I'll use a little circle doodad and maybe make like a little key. I feel like that might be helpful. I think over here. So just like that, ta-da! So after that, I think that the next thing is, of course, bills. So that's always fun. So I'm actually gonna pull out my budget planner. And mine, ooh, it's a big girl too. I have all these giant planners this year. How did this happen? So mine kind of looks like this. At least this is for January. So I'm just gonna kind of copy the stuff that I have going on that I know I need to designate. And do I want to do these in a fun color? Probably. Okay, so I've gone in and put in my bills. So next I'm gonna do any appointments that I have. Okay, and that's really the basics of any monthly layout, I feel like, is bills and appointments. Am I right? So then another thing I'm going to do is something that is one of my goals, which is spending time with my friends, quality friendships, making sure becoming an adult, your friends just, you know, they go and live their lives and you don't see them as often as you would like. So I want to try to schedule like monthly game nights, girls' nights, brunches, whatever, because it's important to spend time with your friends. So I think I'm going to do that in like a hot pink because then it really stands out. And we do kind of already have a couple planned because I had this goal created in advance. And so I was like, let's just plan this all now and then no one can back out. Another thing I struggle with the monthly layouts are the side boxes. Sometimes I put birthdays and other important dates, but I feel like I covered it really well. Maybe I'll just reflect it over here just to remind myself. It's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. And then these boxes down here, I have seen people put the, if you have an HP Sprocket, it's a little photo printer, you can put a picture there and it's just kind of like an overall picture and capturing the month. I intend to do that with this space and then I forget and it just stays blank. Another area over here I'm pretty good about is I will just write down like my monthly goals, or not goals, but like my to-do list. So that's really what I use this space for. So I think what I'm gonna do next, talking out loud, sometimes talking out loud helps. I am going to transfer this stuff over here just so that it's another spot for me to look at it, because it's, when it gets really busy, it's easy to just, you know, look over everything. And then I'm gonna put my to-do list over here. So let's do that. And I'm gonna even do it in the colors that they're supposed to be. Okay, filled in my little side section over here and I like it. I definitely think it helps just bring everything together so it's not so scattered in the monthly layout. And then I filled out my monthly to-do list here on the bottom. And that's really it for my monthly layout. This is at least how I use it. Plus, you know, I added a little bit more since it is a new year and we have new goals. But for the most part, this is it. Social media planning and life planning all in one planner. That's the key, at least for me, to monthly layouts. I'll copy weekly layouts here and there and whatever, but like monthly layouts, I'm only gonna do one and it all has to be in one planner, and that's the way I like it. So I hope this helps, at least you plan out your monthly layouts. How do you do yours? Do you just do bill tracking? Do you do gratitude? What are some different ways that you guys use your monthly layouts that's different than how I use them? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you can, leave a comment. You don't realize how much that helps my channel. The more you engage, the better my channel does, and you know, that's the goal. Do all the awesome things. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!